Good morning everyone. In the last session we have studied different nitrogenous waste. I have told you modes of excretion में बहुत ज़्यादा important है वो ammonia, urea and uric acid. Okay, please study well. In ammonia, urea and uric acid, highly toxic कौन सा था? Ammonia. Moderately toxic urea and least toxic is uric acid. And किसको ज़्यादा पानी लगता है for removal of that nitrogenous waste? Ammonia. Ammonia needs 300 to 500 ml of water for removal of 1 gram of ammonia, and for removal of 1 gram of urea 50 ml of water, and for removal of 1 gram of uric acid only 10 ml of water is needed. So that's why uric acid is excreted in the form of solid pellets in crystalline form. Okay, so सबसे कम पानी यूरिक एसिड को लगता है. ओके, हाईली टॉक्सिक अमोनिया, मॉडरेटली टॉक्सिक यूरिया एंड लीस्ट टॉक्सिक यूरिक एसिड, एंड मोर एक्सपेंडिचर ऑफ एनर्जी इज नीडेड फॉर फॉर्मेशन ऑफ यूरिक एसिड. ओके, वेरी लेस अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी इज नीडेड फॉर फॉर्मेशन ऑफ for removal of ammonia. Okay, got it? So we have to revise this several times, okay, so that you will be able to answer all the questions which are related to modes of excretion. Okay, so in the last sessions we have completed modes of excretion starting from amino acids till bilirubin and biliverdin. Okay, now we will talk about the other waste which is removed out of the body. Okay, in very first session we have studied definition of excretion. In that I have told you excretion is what? It is removal of nitrogenous waste, carbon dioxide, water, pigments and minerals. Okay, it's not that only nitrogenous waste are removed out of the body. So जो कुछ भी एक्सेस रहता है अमाउंट में वो भी निकाल के फेंक देना चाहिए बॉडी में से. सो बॉडी डजंट स्टोर दैट मच अमाउंट ऑफ ऑल द इम्पॉर्टेंट मटेरियल ऑल्सो, उसको भी लिमिट है स्टोरेज के लिए. गॉट इट? सो एक्सेस अमाउंट ऑफ वाटर, एक्सेस अमाउंट ऑफ मिनरल्स, ओके, दिस हैज़ टू बी थ्रोन आउट. सो नॉन नाइट्रोजनस वेस्ट कौन कौन से हैं अदर दैन नाइट्रोजनस वेस्ट? Other waste is carbon dioxide, minerals, then pigments and water. Okay, now let's start with the very first one, that is non-nitrogenous waste. में कौन सा first one है? Carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is formed due to cellular respiration. You all know very well carbon dioxide अपने लिए कुछ use नहीं है उसका carbon dioxide का. So this carbon dioxide has to be eliminated out of the body. Okay, and in higher animals, which is the organ which is responsible for elimination of carbon dioxide? Major special organ is lungs. Okay, through lungs this carbon dioxide will be removed. And what is the process by which there will be formation of carbon dioxide? Cellular respiration. So cellular respiration में क्या होता है exactly? Whatever food which is there, it is oxidized, and major food which is oxidized is carbohydrates. Okay, carbohydrates, and if carbohydrate is not in excess amount, then fats and proteins can also be oxidized, and in that process also carbon dioxide is released. So cellular respiration में क्या होता है? There is oxidation of carbohydrates. So food is oxidized to release carbon dioxide. Got it? So here I have mentioned wherein what is happening here, there is oxidation of the glucose. Oxidation of the glucose to release carbon dioxide and to form 38 molecules of ATP. Got it? So cellular respiration is the process in which there is formation of 38 ATP molecules from by oxidation of glucose. Okay, so glucose का oxidation हो जाने के बाद if there is complete oxidation of glucose, 38 ATP molecules will be formed, and in this process carbon dioxide is released. Okay. So, whatever carbon dioxide which is released has to be eliminated out of the body of organisms, and it will be eliminated through specialized organ, that is lungs, in most of the higher animals. Got it? So, this is the first non-nitrogenous waste. Then second non-nitrogenous waste is minerals. Okay. मिनरल्स कौन कौन से इम्पॉर्टेंट रहते हैं अपने बॉडी के लिए? सोडियम, पोटेशियम, कैल्शियम, मैंगनीज, मैग्नीशियम. गॉट इट? So all these minerals, if they are utilized properly by our body, and if they are excess in amount, they has to be removed out. And how they will be removed? They will be removed through urine, sweat and feces, that is fecal matter. Okay, got it? So through sweat also negligible amount of minerals will be released. Minerals such as sodium, sodium chloride form में release हो जाता है. So sodium ions as well as chloride ions will be removed out. Okay, and from where we get minerals? We get minerals from food. Okay, so this is about the second non-nitrogenous waste. Now we will proceed further to the third nitrogenous waste, that is pigments. Okay, so these pigments which are there, these are of no use for our body, and these pigments are present in some of the foodstuffs such as beetroot. Okay, so beetroot में जो red color का pigment रहता है, it is removed out, okay, by our body through urine. Then certain drugs may have certain drugs have pigments which are of no use for our body, and it is quite harmful for our body if they get accumulated. Okay, so these drugs, those who are having pigments, okay, this will be processed further, okay, and kidneys will remove the pigments, separate out the pigments, and these pigments will be removed through urine. So all of you understood, pigments are also non-nitrogenous waste, and these pigments may be present in the food or drugs. Okay, and these pigments will be thrown out of the body through urine. Then water, excess water is removed out of the body. बहुत ज़्यादा पानी पी लिया आपने तो body will try to conserve water, and whatever excess which is there, it will be removed out. So कहाँ से water बाहर body remove करेगा? Through urine, majorly through urine, then through sweat and expired air. Okay, so during exhalation also what happens? Respiration में क्या होता है? Food is oxidized and carbon dioxide is formed, water is formed and 38 molecules of ATP. So water vapor are also exhaled out of the body of organism. Got it? So by three ways excess water will be removed by the organism, that is majorly through urine, then sweat and then expired air. Okay, so we have learned non-nitrogenous waste also, that is carbon dioxide, minerals, pigments and water. Okay, so in the next session we will learn about the different excretory organs which are present in different organisms. Okay, thank you.